The disappointment of Resident Evil 3 2020 is starting to rear its ugly head, but what exactly is going on? In this video, world-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life breaks down what is ultimately causing a fuss in the Resident Evil community, as world-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life exposes, because he cares, this all-new edition of Resident Evil 2 and this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. Enjoy.
It starts right now. So, first, let's go back to this all-new edition of Resident Evil 2. Now, if you've been following the channel, I made a previous video where I talked about this and how terrible the zombie AI is. So the zombie just came through the door, as you saw. Okay, but here's the thing, Dylan. The zombie AI is so terrible here in this all-new edition of Resident Evil 2 that the zombie can't then come back out through the door that he just came through. So you explain that to me. You know, the fake Resident Evil fans were sitting there going, oh, Mako, it's the door handle, it's the door knob. No, look at that. He's not able to come back out. And I will show you, I will peek through the little glass there, and I will show you that that's the incompetence over at Clueless Capcom. The lazy millennial devs, as you will see once again, they don't know how to program. They sit there and they go, but that's just the tip of the iceberg, folks. So over here, this is PC Max settings, by the way. PC Max settings. Can you sit here and tell me what is going on here in this all-new edition of Resident Evil 2? Keep in mind, this is a modern-day 2019 video game, and you have textures that literally look like they're straight out of the PS2 era. How can the fake Resident Evil fans that came forward to this all-new edition of Resident Evil 2, how can they defend this, Dylan? Like, take a good long look at that, bro. That is just remarkably bad. But it's a testament to how they don't have to put that quality in, because they know that the fake Resident Evil fans that have invested this franchise, they don't care about quality. They never have, and they never will. They only care about graphics, style, and presentation. And this all-new edition of Resident Evil 2, as you can quite clearly see, they didn't hit that home run in the graphics department, folks. This is so freaking bad. PC Max settings, PC Max settings. Can you sit on here and tell me what is going on, folks? Alright, so this is from the latest trailer, folks. And it's playing in slow motion. It's playing in slow motion, but as you can see, look at the animation for Jill there. What in the shit is going on? You know what I mean? That is incredibly sad, Dylan. It is so unbelievably bad. How do you manage to keep that in a trailer? Someone looked at that trailer, probably frame by frame, and they said, oh, this is great. That's a testament to how they're pumping out a soulless cash grab. The lazy millennial devs over at Clueless Capcom, they can't even get these animation transitions right. Look at that. What is that? This is a 2020 video game. It's not a game from 1999. It's a modern day 2020 video game. And it's incredibly sad.
Yeah, they missed their mark there, man. I tell you what, I'd be embarrassed if that were my work. If my name were on this, I'd say take that shit off.
Like, that looks something like it's out of Dreams. You know how you play these unfinished games and Dreams on the PS4? Terrible game, by the way. I mean, for $30, it's a little bit of a steep price. Nonetheless, and I know people are going to disagree, especially the Sony fanboys. Here's the thing. That looks like an unfinished Unity project. Look at the animation for Jill there. Look, take a good long look at this, folks. Don't sit there and read the comments. Take a good long look at this. What I am showing you, no one else is going to show you the cracks. The cracks are indeed starting to show, folks. This is incredibly sad. The animation for Jill needs to be fixed. And I know you're going to sit there and say, oh, Matt, the game ain't out yet. Well, do you think the lazy millennial devs are going to be able to fix this? No. They aren't confident in their product. And here's the sad thing, folks. There's only about, at least as of this recording, 30 seconds, I should say, worth of actual gameplay for this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. But here's the thing. You look at a game like The Last of Us Part 2. There's more gameplay for The Last of Us Part 2 than there is this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. Cyberpunk 2077 has more gameplay than this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. Final Fantasy Remake has more gameplay out than this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3. And this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3 comes out early April. Folks, the cracks are starting to show. They recently dropped the price. And you know why that is? That's because the pre-orders weren't where they needed to be. So they quickly lower the price to get to say, you know, to tell their investors, like, hey, this is selling like hotcakes. We did a great job. It's incredibly sad. This whole situation, they took the DNA and they ripped it right out of this game. The choice action mechanic isn't returning. No multiple endings. No mercenaries mode. How can you sit there and say that they hit that home run, when quite clearly they didn't, folks. As I will show you, they didn't hit that home run with this all-new edition of Resident Evil 2, and quite clearly, as you can see, they're not hitting that home run here with this all-new upcoming edition of Resident Evil 3.